Welcome back, toy fans, to another Empire Toys 1138 Carbon Haul. Right guys, I have been to two boot fairs this morning. Unfortunately, the first one I went to, it was super dark, so couldn't do any filming there, as I was literally walking around with my phone with the light on it, like trying to see anything. Literally didn't pick anything up until it actually got light, because couldn't see anything. Don't know how people can deal with it being that dark, and even the people like setting up were just chilling, like being cool about it, because they were like, we can't see anything, so there's no point setting up too quickly. So, but I got some cool bits in the end. Got a nice little score at the first one, which was decent. Made the morning worth the trip. And then I flew down to another one on Sunday, where I met up with Dan and Andy, and also my mum and dad, who were selling there. So I thought I'll record that one, but time just flew by the time I met up with the boys. We had coffee and a chat, a little kind of walk around ourselves, just chatting amongst each other, and see my mum and dad. I had to leave, so I didn't get too much footage. The only thing I did get is this nice little live little footage that's coming up now of Dan going deep into these He-Man bundle that a regular seller there that hadn't got out and waited for the boys to go around to get it. Now he wanted retail on it, which is fair. Like, there was some good figures in there. Like, he was selling them on behalf of someone, so he wanted retail. So we didn't buy too much. The boys bought figures for their collection. So that's what we're talking about. Like, for resale, nah, they weren't there for resale. If you wanted to add to your collection, they were like perfectly, like they were good prices for that sort of thing. So it's fair enough. The boys, like I said, picked out what they wanted for their collection. I thought about getting that the horses, but I decided to leave them in the end. I think later on when I walked past, I saw some dude had them in a bag and everything. So it was like, it's cool, as long as there's a happy customer and a happy seller. That's what we're all about, aren't we? Right, so we'll dive into the finds, but first of all, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who voted for me in the £20 toy challenge. The belt is back. I have it. Finally, Andy handed it over, I should say. I've got the belt. Oh yeah! Put it that way. Oh, we'll leave the Empire Toys symbol out. Right, boot sale hauls. So I will go from the first fair. So the first thing I picked up this morning were these two, everyone's favourite Funko Pops. So I picked up a Loot Crate exclusive, oh, too much light there, Han Solo in snow gear. I believe that's from his grey hair from The Force Awakens. That's pretty cool. I'm not too sure, Loot Crate exclusive, if it's holds too much value. It's hard to tell, but like, it's a cool figure nonetheless. He had a few other pops, but I only took that one, and also picked up Director Krennic from Rogue One, and Vic loves for some reason likes the character, so I picked that up as a little present for Vic, for doing my best not to wake her up this morning when I left. And then pretty much walking around for like a good maybe 45 minutes, I found nothing until one of the another toy seller who I see at the fairs and everything was selling it, and he had some of these. So he had some muscles, some Mega Man muscles, which were pretty cool, so I got two of them off him. So cheers for that, dude. Great price. I think I paid £1 each for them, so can't really complain about that. Again, that was it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go meet the boys now. So I carried on finishing the aisles that was on, and a lady had a load of games. I was sort of having a look through her store, really, because they had that kind of age group to look through, and she was like, oh, do you interested in games? I was like, oh, I'll give them a look. And they were like PS3, no, 4, yeah, PS3, sorry, and Xbox 360 games. I was like, oh, no, not that interested in them. And she was like, but I've got some Pokemon cards if you are. So she got this tin out, so I grabbed that. Oh, come on. I love the custom sticker job done to these. That's how many cards was there. Just show a few off. sort of shiny one there. So yeah, I thought, you know what, I don't tend to pick too many cards up. That's pretty cool. A shiny Gengar. Remember that one? There's some cool characters in it. Some of them I have no clue how they are, but a few of them I recognise from back in the day. So, you know, I tend to only buy these when they're super cheap. I'm not, because what I do when I did the Comic Cons and everything, I like blind bag them up and put like 10 cards in a blind bag, and they sell very, very well doing that, and like pocket money stuff. So it's always good to buy a few packs just to top that little kind of bundle that I've got at home to make them up. And they also had some dice in it, which I was going to leave with her because I wasn't really bothered, but then I noticed they had like Pikachu symbol there, so I guess in there for Pokemon. I was like, okay, and she told me she was like, I think she said £3, and I was like, and she was like, oh, I've got more if you want them. So I was like, yeah, go on, have a look. And she pulled this out, which I know this was the remake of the old cards, because I actually paid for one of these for my nephew a couple of years ago for a Christmas present. And this, as you can see, is stacked with cards, and it comes in a nice generations box. I'm not going to get every single one of these out. I'll just get a little wad here. I haven't gone through them particularly yet, but they all sort of seem to be the same sort of line characters. I know not all of them are the right way around, but I'll go through them all and like put them into order. And like I said, look, there's quite a lot of training cards, and I was like, okay, sort of thinking, oh my god, like, it's going to cost a lot of money. And she went, yeah, you can have the whole lot for £3. So I ain't going to complain with that, because like I said, I make them into blind bags at the Comic Cons, so that's the only reason I do them. So those two for £3. I get a nice little box as well, so I might use that to put the cards in at the shows, which is a touch really. And that was it. So I was like, right, off I go. I'm going to go and meet up with the boys, grab a coffee with them. And as I was walking out, I realised that there's like a third set of, like a third field. Kind of, it's really weird the way they do it. They sort of set everyone up in one section of like a kind of mix between like dealers and like families, and then there's a pure like dealer bit in the middle, and like I think like some auction like places maybe there and stuff, but house clearance, all that goes in the middle. And then if there's enough cars and it's busy, there's like a third section that like again tends to be like the late come family people, but I sort of didn't notice them putting people in there, so I just ignored it and didn't bother. So when I was walking back and I saw it doing that, I was like, oh, wicked, quick little swipe of that area. Again, wasn't much, although I did find these at the bottom of a box, which I thought was awesome. So we have here one Dino-Rider, dinosaur from Dino-Rider, and it says Tyco Toys on it, 1987, so it is the Dino-Rider. We got, this is the first one I actually found in this box. We've got a Mr. T 18 figure. Legs are a bit loose, but actually in an okay condition. So again, happy with that. So of course, you know, like a couple of things are appearing, rummaging through, and I pull this out, which is what I'm absolutely buzzing about. Now, if you don't know who that is, Andy did tell me his name, and I completely, Ace McCloud, is it? I can't remember. I was calling him every name under the sun. I was calling him Max Power, Max Steel, Roger Face. I couldn't remember, but I know he's a Centurion and Power Extreme. So obviously you get all the little parts that connect in with him, which is kind of handy because I do have. I'm pretty sure it's Ace McCloud. Classic Freedom name. I'm pretty sure I have a load of his parts, so when I get back to the lockup and everything, I'm going to go through it and find all the spare bits for him and try and put as much of him together as possible. But that is the first time I've found a Centurion, or any sort of Centurion, apart from parts, which I got very lucky at, an actual figure from the car boot sale, and he's in really, really good condition. Like, he's not beat up at all. There's no a little bit of rub on his nose, but he's no rub to his hair or anything. His fingers are in good condition. it's an all-round great figure. So absolutely happy with that. Now there was another figure, but I think I might have left it in the car. This is in there. No, I think I've left the other figure in the car. So, but it was just one of those PVC Land Before Time. I think Ducky was what it was. Was it Ducky? It was like, yeah, it was Ducky. I'm sure that was the name of it. Well, I'll try and put a bit of a clever, like, put the picture up here. But yeah, I think I must have just left it in the car. But that was a cool find, again, out of the same rummage that this was out of. So very happy with that. So obviously drove down, met the boys up at the other car boot. My mum and dad there. We just walked around, didn't really buy too much because I wasn't too bothered. I thought it had already been like sort of just like taken up, like everyone got their stuff. But the stall next to where my mum and dad were actually had a red Z05 Power Ranger bike, but it was broken, so I left it. But I did find these in there. So like a Mewtwo, one of those ball ones, I think, for a game, and the little kind of, we've got a little Vulpix there, which has 99 on it, and this little Pikachu, and they're quite popular, these little little characters from back in the day. I do like this Mewtwo. Mewtwo was a cool character. So again, walked around with the boys, didn't find anything. They obviously bought some He-Man stuff off the guy, and we chatted to a few of the sellers that we knew there, and that was really much it. They went off, and I suppose I got lost them and got a little bit lucky. So I picked this guy up. So I picked Spawn figure up out of a rummage box. Probably the only decent figure in that rummage box for what they were asking about. Asking quite a bit of, like, not a bit of money, but they're asking a few quid here and there for figures. So out of the whole box, I think that was the best one to pull out. And he's also got his guns, which is always handy. So cool Spawn figure. This, which I picked up from a regular seller, it's called Venom. I like this. It's got like a scorpion tail going on, which I think is pretty funky. You can sort of hang him up, which is cool. This is 2008 Marvel Hasbro. So is this a legend? Is this a legend, or is this before they made legends? I'm not too sure. But it's good. He's got all these fingers. He's got his tongue. Bit of paint wear on the tongue, but still, like, awesome figure, and proper, like, it's what you want from a Venom figure, like proper big, chunky, muscly. And then the last stall before I went and left, I saw this, which I believe is a select. It's Toy Biz. It's called Iron Man with a like a big rocket on the back. I guess it's like a space Iron Man. Not too sure if it's supposed to have any more parts. I'm assuming it's probably missing a few bits. But I thought that was pretty cool. Again, from a regular guy I see walking around the boot sale. Nice chap. And I was like, yeah, I'll grab that. And when I was paying for it, I saw all these just sitting there. Micro Machine Star Wars figures. And he did all of them for me for a nice deal, which I appreciate. If you are watching, it's kind of cool in a way, because me and Vic, we watched Empire Strikes Back the other night, so it's kind of cool to find all this. But there's some cool stuff in there, like 3 B-wings, not broken, all mine from a kid. All these were snapped. Shuttle Tidarian, like, again, great condition. So we've got a 4th B-wing there. So these are in great nick. X-wing fighters, again, good condition, not snapped. They snap very easily. We've got some other ships. Look, we've got. Always love the design of these. 4 blockade runners, Tantive 5s. You got a Star Destroyer and a Super Star Destroyer. Got 5 Y-wing fighters. Oh, another X-wing there. A couple of TIE bombers. And a few other ships. We've got Slave 1. A couple of A-Wings, cool ships, A-Wings. Did I show the Falcon? Can't remember. 8080, Snow Speeder and Sandcrawler. Probably what is cool as well, because again these are sort of the figures that all sort of go missing even more, are the little tiny characters. So look, we've got that little, I don't know if you can see it, little tiny R2-D2 there. Bespin Luke. And these are cool, these little figures, because hopefully I have to go through. Look, we've got Stormtrooper there. Some of these came out of those heads. Vader. Couple of Hans. So I need to check which ones came out of which, because I've got a few there, like the Micro Machine Star Wars heads, a couple of Princess Leia's. So I need to check what goes with them. I can match some of them up. But there, that was it. That was it. Cool finds. Cool day at the boot sale. Really, really happy with that. Got to make the most of it. Who knows what the weather's going to do, and who knows what's going to happen with everything in life. So just got to keep booting. I've seen some excellent stuff on Instagram. So awesome finds already out there. So I believe everyone's had a good day, which is what it's all about. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Please, if you're still with us, like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Every like for the video just helps it grow, helps it get through the YouTube algorithm. Comment below. Tell me what you found. See what you think was cool out of this lot that I found. Just comment saying hello, because yeah, it all helps with the algorithm. So I appreciate it, guys. Really do. Take it easy. I've got a few videos dropping during this week. A couple of unboxing videos. I've got a few to get through. So take a look out for them later on. Anyway, have a great week, guys. Peace out, and hopefully we'll see you next week for another boot sale haul. Laters.